Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Life with my Cerebral Palsy Warrior. I am Ifunanya Okeko Fodum, a mother to a cerebral palsy warrior by name Ikemsinachi Jojo Fodum. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share our channel to everyone that will find this needful. Okay, so long time no see. I've been away for some time due to circumstances beyond my control. You know what is required of me as a special needs mom, and I have other kids to also take care of. So for some time now, I've not found time to be here. But now I am here. So what gist did I miss? Hope everyone is fine. Okay, so today I am going to be talking about the power of forgiveness. This is a topic for the past how many months now, I've been talking about my journey with Ikem, details about his pregnancy, delivery, and after delivery, so that I'll bring everyone to our current place where we are now on the journey. So that's why I had to do that. And remember that I said that this channel, I'm not going to be talking about my journey with cerebral palsy only. That in this channel I'll also be talking about bringing content that's all around family, parenting, raising children and special needs child. So it's not only about special needs people that we'll be talking about. So on today's video, I want to talk about the power of forgiveness. So this is a topic that will benefit everyone, whether you are a special needs parent or not. So like we all know, forgiveness is a topic that is very, very interesting. It's an interesting one, because forgiveness is something that is very, very difficult to do. It's also very difficult for me to do, but over the years now, I've learned how to forgive. And the moment you learn how to forgive easily, your life become better for you. Because what unforgiveness does is that it keeps holding you to the ground, and it keeps preventing you from going forward. And if you hold on to unforgiveness for a long time, it will turn into resentment, bitterness, and you see yourself, it will destroy you more and more as you keep on doing that. Okay, so now forgiveness. I'm not going to be talking about forgiveness from the perspective of religion now, because I know that many people, everyone will have different religions. So I'm just going to talk about it in generally, so irrespective of your religion. So forgiveness is something that is very, very important, religion aside. So even in your journey as a special need parent, for the special need parents people, you need it, because it helped me to know, it helped me to be forward on this journey, because I was able to learn this early. I forgave early enough, because in my interaction with so many special need parents, they do tell me how every time how they will never forgive the hospital that made their child to be like this and all that. And once you do not forgive, what unforgiveness does is that you will go one step forward. Unforgiveness will take you 10 steps backward, which is not something that is good for you. Okay, so now forgiveness. Talking about forgiveness, forgiveness is just like letting go of what happened in the past, forgiving someone that offended you. And this forgiveness, you don't have to forgive no matter what the person did to you. I'm not talking about forgiveness that because the person, maybe what the person did to you is small enough for you to forgive, or you'll be like, the person offended you so much, I will never ever forget, I'll never ever forgive. Like we say, like there's a saying that goes that we can forgive but we cannot forget. God is the only one that can forget. Yes, you can forgive but you cannot forget. But you not forgetting does not mean you have not forgiven the person. It's just what the person did to you. When something related to it comes up, you will remember. You're a human being, you remember. But because you have chosen to let go, you have forgiven the person, it will no longer hold you down like it's supposed to. Because what unforgiveness does to you is that whenever that person that offended you is mentioned, or whenever anything that is related to the person is mentioned, it goes a long way to spoil your mood for the day. It will spoil your mood for the day. Your mood swing, your mood will change. You will start remembering everything that has happened in the past. So why will you give your someone that offended you that power over you? Okay, so because I know that forgiveness is something that is very difficult to do. Okay, like a special need mom or father will say, this hospital, they are, because of the negligence of the medical practitioners, that's why what happened to my baby happened. Just like in Ikem's case is like that too, because of the carelessness of the doctors and all that. Initially, whenever I pass through the hospital side, I will be angry. I'll be like, I should just go and bring down this hospital. Because even when we left the hospital, when Ikem was having crisis, so we've not even settled the bill. But when the whole drama started, I was like, I'm not going to go back to this hospital. I won't even go to clear I won't even go to pay the bills there. They should just sort themselves out. They put me in this situation. We've already spent millions, and now this. Okay, but thank God that when the whole thing started, I knew better earlier. I just woke up one morning. I told my husband that I'm going to the hospital, that I want to go and pay the bill. I want to go and set up the bill and know that everything, I'm done with the hospital. I'm not going to go there again to have another baby, but I just want to go and set the bill. I want to let go everything that happened. Everything that happened has already happened, so that I need to have my mental health in check for me to be able to do this journey well. So that's how I went there to clear my bill. I even told the hospital, the doctors, I saw that everything that happened. They were like, how are we going to do? We are sorry. I said, sorry doesn't solve any problem. Ikem he's already down with cerebral palsy. So you telling me sorry, it will not even change anything. Okay, so apart from the hospital, maybe it's you are the person that caused, maybe because they told you to use CS. You say that you are going to deliver like Hebrew woman, at the end of the day, your child has cerebral palsy. You also have to forgive yourself. I know that this one, the guilt will always be there, but you just have to let it go, because if you keep on blaming yourself, if you don't forgive yourself, you won't move on. It will even prevent you from taking care of the baby and having other children, or taking care of other children. Your mental health is very, very important. So you have to forgive yourself, or if it is the hospital, or if it is other people around you, maybe you are doing naming ceremony, you wanted to go to the hospital, maybe when you notice your child has jaundice, they were telling you to give pawpaw water that it will go, or give antibiotics. At the end of the day, it escalated and your child came up with cerebral palsy or any other special needs that your child might have been diagnosed with in the past. So you have to forgive, let go of all these things, so that you'll be able to move forward. I am wearing the shoe with you, so this is not coming from someone that does not even understand what you are going through. So I am wearing the shoe currently now, so I know what you are going through. So, but I am telling you that this will help you in this journey. So you have to forgive, you have to let go. Okay, even if it is very difficult for you to forgive, or even, let's look at it this way, even you that is listening to it, that is watching, that you are not a special need parent, ordinary, maybe someone offended you or something, the way you look at it so that it will be easier for you to do. You know that when someone offends you and you have not forgiven the person, anytime the person's name is mentioned or anything related to the person comes up, it spoils your mood. Sometimes it goes a long way to spoil your mood for the day. But then when you look at it, you'll be like, someone that offended you in the past, it means that the person is okay, let me support you. Maybe it happens that for the person that offended you, it means the person is your enemy. The person does not want your progress. Let me put it that way. Okay. But when you don't forgive the person, and anytime the person's name is mentioned or any other thing related to the person, it spoils your mood. It will end up spoiling your mood for the day, your mental health and all that. Then, what will help you to let go and forgive is that you will now ask yourself, how will you allow yourself, how will you hand over the power to control how you'll be feeling to your enemy? Because that's what unforgiveness is all about. It's like you're giving the person the power to control your mood, because whenever the person's name is mentioned or anything that's related to the person, you tend to remember what the person did to you, and it spoils your mood, and at the end of the day, your emotions, everything that day, you will not just be feeling yourself, you won't be happy. So for the person that has offended you in the past, why will you give the person such power to be in control of how you feel? So when you look at it this way, you will be like, it's true, I don't have to do that. Because that's what forgiveness will do for you. Because forgiveness will keep holding you to the ground backwards. You take one step forward, unforgiveness will take you 10 steps backward. So you don't have to allow yourself, you don't have to do that to yourself. You help yourself. It is difficult, I know it is difficult, but this is something that you will benefit from, because forgiveness will give you, your mental health will be in check. It will be in a good place. It will foster a good relationship, healthy relationship between you and people. It will build your self-esteem. It will help you in so many ways. In fact, when you analyze the whole thing, you find out that forgiveness, you that was offended, you benefit more forgiving the person that has offended you. Because when the person that has offended you, he or she expects you to behave some certain way, in a certain way, when you see him or when you see her or her name is mentioned or anything that's related to the person. But when the person sees that we are not even acting as if he offended you or she did something wrong to you in the past, it is now left for the person to go inside his or herself and be asking, it's like this thing I did is not even touching this person. The person will now be feeling bad. But when you choose not to forgive the person, it will now be holding you back, and the person will be happy, rejoicing, because you normally, whenever you see the person, your heart will just cut. You'll be very angry, unnecessarily angry. And if nothing is done about it, it will even go as far as bitterness, resentment, and all that, which is not good for you. So when you look at it this way, that forgiveness does a lot of good to you than the person that offended you, you will see that it will be easier for you to do. That it will become an easy thing for you to do. Another thing that will also help you, that is even helping me now, is I find myself forgiving someone even before the person offends me. Like now, if you do, maybe I'm working now, maybe you stepped on me on something. I try to find excuses for you stepping on me even before you do that, so that it will be easier for me to forgive you. Like if you step on me, I'll be like, maybe I'll just try to find excuses, and when I do that, it will be very, very easy for me to forgive you. I'll be like, maybe he wasn't seeing well, that's why he did that, or maybe he was not feeling okay, maybe he was feeling this. I'm just trying to give you example. Yes, so it will help you to learn how to forgive even before the person offends you. I'm not saying that I know that maybe when someone offends you, that your relationship with the person might not be that like it was before. I'm not saying you should go and hug your enemy and bring the enemy inside to know everything about you because I say you should forgive. No, but you can still keep the person at an arm's length, but you have forgiven the person, meaning that you have chosen not to allow that what happened, what the person did to you, to always be controlling how you feel in the future. That is what forgiveness is all about. So religion aside now, you see that forgiveness is something that you need to do. It's something that will help to keep your emotions, your mental health and all that in check and in balance. So because when you see some people, they will just be angry unnecessarily. They will even transfer of aggression, maybe because they saw someone that offended them, they are so angry. When they now meet another person, maybe what the person did is just small thing that you just overlook. The person outburst of anger because of unforgiveness. You see? And how will you allow yourself, how will you hand such power over to someone that offended you? So when you look at it, you analyze it, you look at it this way, you see that forgiveness is something that is very important. It's, in fact, is a skill, it's a life skill that one have to learn so that it will help you. Because in life, you can't control, you are not in control of how anybody acts towards you. Anybody can act, can do, they can say anything they want to say. After all, they are in control of their mouth and all that. But you have the power. You can choose how to respond to the actions that they bring your path. So, and you have chosen to forgive. You have chosen to forgive instead of not to forgive. So anyone can, you are not in control of what someone says to you or how someone reacts to you, but you are in control of how you respond. It is better to respond to issues in life or to actions than to react. Sometimes reaction and response they tend to have the similar meaning, but they are not the same. As a reaction is kind of something happens now, you react immediately. You then think over it, you react, and sometimes reactions end up in a negative way. But when you respond to things, to issues, or to actions that won't bring your way, or maybe to challenges that life throw your path, when you respond to it, it means you calm down, you thought about it before responding, and most times you responding to issues will end in a positive way. Okay, so I do not intend to keep you here for long, so I just wanted to bring this to your notice that forgiveness is something that you need to learn. It's a skill that we all have to learn, especially if you are a special need parent. You need it. You have to, for you to move forward, that's the first step you have to take. I say that for you to have a successful journey of being a special need parent, forgiveness is the first step. It's either you forgive yourself or the hospital or the doctors or whoever that has contributed to what is happening to your child. Okay, so with this, I'll be ending this video here. So I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Remember, if this is your first time, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get a notification anytime I post a new video. And you can also like our video, comment, and you can also bring mention people's name here so that, and share our link to people so that they will also come and join us and also subscribe and be a member of our community. See you next time. Bye.